Hello guys, in this video I'm actually doing a unboxing of a robotic vacuum cleaner, and of course it's the famous iRobot brand. It's a Roomba model number 985. Now you probably wouldn't find too much information about the 985, but you'll find a lot of information about the 980. The 985 is only sold in Costco wholesale retail, the Costco wholesale clubs, and the only difference between the 985 and the 980 is that even though it's 5 digits higher in number, it actually have one less of the space sensor that was originally included in the 980. Regardless, this is still a great saving compared to the retail version of the 980, because the retail version of the 980 sells for close to $700 plus tax, and this one at Costco right now is on sale for $500 plus tax. And so without further ado, let's open up the packaging and take a look and see what's inside. So the reason we got this iRobot is because we have 7 cats, and when they need to use the litter box, the litter pretty much just splashes everywhere. Regardless of what you do, there's always going to be litter on the floor, and we have hardwood floor and some laminated floor. The litter situation, it's just getting crazy. So over here, opening up the packaging, the actual vacuum machine is right over here, right in the center. So let me try to take it out of the packaging. All right. And the reason we bought this one is because obviously it have a very long battery life. It's for now it's iRobot's best model yet, with long battery life, lots of sensors, and very smart. And of course, I heard it have very powerful suction for both vacuuming hardwood floors and some carpeting. So let's see. Let me take the vacuum out. Let's see. It's pretty heavy. I think it's about 8 pounds. More or less, or like even more, if there's dust inside. So take a look at the design. It's very sleek, plastic of course, glossy surface on the top, and over here it looks like the power button. Over here there's a home button, and there's I think it's a calibration button right over there, and over here there's a little camera on top. So that's kind of interesting. I think it's used to sense whatever it's facing, or whatever it's running into. Let's see the back of the iRobot. Let's take everything out and then take a look later. So of course here are the user manuals, and this looks like a big charging station right over here, or it could be, yes, it looks like a charging station. And what else we have in here? I think there's a little box over here hiding all the contents inside. So, okay, more stuff. So this is a little, the sensor I'm talking about. I think it's used to either block it from going to rooms, or it's used to navigate it from room to room. Of course, it comes with battery. That is nice. Over here looks like a very tiny bitty HEPA filter, and I assume those are all replaceable or replacement parts. So, which means once it's been used for a little while, you probably have to replace those. And over here is just your regular power cord, standard power cord right over here. What else we have? I think that is all. Okay guys, so I have just read through the manual and got to know just a little bit more about the actual vacuum machine. So actually, to start using the machine, it's extremely simple, as indicated in this little chart. So first, of course, you have to charge the Roomba out of the box for at least 3 hours to fully charge it. It says it comes with a partially recharged battery, but so in order to use it fully, you want to recharge it completely. Second step is of course remove the little two tabs that was shown in the previous video, and I already removed. The one tab is for the battery, and one tab is for the trash bin right over there. And the third step is actually physically put the Roomba onto the charging station and charge it for 3 hours. That's the fourth step. And of course you have to install the iRobot Home app, so you can pair the robot and do things, directly control it on your cell phone. And which is step number 6. To pair it, you hit the clean button on the cell phone and you hit the clean button on the Roomba itself. Now, as I was reading through the manuals, it gave me a whole bunch more information. So obviously this is also a sensor. This is like floor sensor, and those clear sensors on the side is the cliff sensor. So if it runs to an edge, it will stop and run back. And of course there are a couple bumps on the front of the Roomba. That's also like the bump sensor. This is a little cleaning brush. I think it's called side brush. And the extractor is right over here. Now a lot of things are replaceable and needs to be replaced on a regular basis. For example, the little coaster on the front, this little coaster have to be replaced. Let's see what it says. So there's a cleaning schedule, and the actual user manual is actually extremely simple. There's only 10 pages of information. That's pretty much all you need to start using it. So it says the extractor have to be replaced every 6 to 12 months under regular use. And you have to clean it frequently out of all the debris and hairs, because I assume if you use any regular vacuum machines, there's a lot of hair is going to be trapped onto the rollers. So to clean those rollers, it's really extremely simple. You just pull those two little tabs, you take it out, and then you clean them. Okay, like that, which is super simple. See? Okay, right there. You just have to align it accurately, and then it should fit in there. And it's kind of a little like edged shape over there, so you just have a line and push it in all the way to make sure it fits. And then just wiggle it around to put it in there, and then close the door. So also another thing, I guess one last thing I'm going to show you guys is the trash bin. You press the back and then you pull it out. Now the trash bin is fairly small, like I would say, but it looks like it has some sort of futuristic advanced design to it. Now the filter is right over here, so the filter have to be cleaned quite frequently. Now, especially the reason we bought this is to clean pet hair and some of the debris from the cat litter out of the litter box. So, and it says if you have a pet at home, you have to clean the filter twice a week. So that's quite frequent. If we're planning on using this, every day, I have to clean it twice a week. Just remember that. And then the whole filter have to be replaced every 2 months on the regular use. The front caster wheel that I just mentioned have to be replaced every year, and the full bin sensor also have to be checked and cleaned once every 2 weeks. So I would assume the sensor is somewhere over here. We'll figure it out later on during the actual use, but to take the filter out, you basically just open up this little red door and then pull it out. Now I showed you guys there was a sensor, so I actually give you one extra filter, I'm sorry, not the sensor. So once this one runs out, you have an additional filter to be putting there for use, which is good. Now I would assume those sensors would probably be fairly expensive, but of course this robot is literally $500. It's actually our most expensive vacuum in the house. I literally have with this one, I have 3 vacuums. So I have the Roomba, I have a mini handheld vacuum, and I have just a regular upright vacuum cleaner. And of course, this one is going to be in addition to regular cleaning with the mini and the upright. So it's definitely not going to be a full-time cleaner. It's just going to be doing the job of picking up what we don't have time to clean during the weekdays. Okay, so I think this is all the guide there is to the actual robot itself. And by the way, this little thing is also a sensor, and that is used to pair with its charging base right over here. So when you put it over here, or when it actually comes close, it just lines itself with a sensor over there. So that's what it does in the front. And of course, there are going to be some lights over here when it's powered on. And this is actually the home button, and this is the spot button, not the calibration button I mentioned before. And the camera from the manual, it's used to recognize the surroundings, which is really cool, I think, for a very futuristic, smart, self-cleaning robot. So again, this concludes the unboxing section. So in the next section, I'm actually going to be using it for a little bit and then tell you guys exactly what I think about how the iRobot performs, and we'll see about that. So see you in the next section. Okay, so as you can see, I actually put it right on top of the charger as the instruction indicated, and the next step is I'm going to be opening up the iRobot app. And I'm gonna set up my iRobot in my app and then see what other features there is within this app. So within the app, I can set up a new Roomba. I'm gonna go ahead and set up. It tells me I need my Wi-Fi info, the actual robot, and the charging station. Home base. So you can't put it near the chair, you can't put it near most of the stuff, to just find a fairly good empty space for the iRobot. Now I'm not sure if my space over here is good. I may just remove the lamp over there and then have it right over here charging. And hopefully that's a good area. So it says I need to be in an area with good Wi-Fi coverage, a hard level surface against the wall with a clear path for Roomba. I think I have all those, but we'll see. So there's my Wi-Fi network. I'm just going to connect it. So next step is actually press and hold the spot and the home button for 2 seconds and then release. And then I'm supposed to be hearing a sound. Yep, there is a sound. So next, connect the Roomba to my phone. So I have to go to the phone and let's see if there is Roomba listed. Yep, right here.
You are now connected to Roomba. Please use the iRobot app to complete setup.
Now I'm just gonna complete the setup. And right now it's sending my Wi-Fi info to the Roomba. And hopefully it's enabling the Wi-Fi. And I am probably going to be blocking some sensitive information in the video.
Your Roomba is now on
That is weird. It speaks, but then it have a weird sound. Let's see. So what would you like to call Roomba? Okay. Cloud mode. Remote connectivity status tab for more information. Let's see, what is cloud mode? Okay. There's a manual, and that's a big clean button right over there. Opens up additional information. That's a status icon. Clean preference, adjust Roomba's clean behavior next. Let's see. And that's a history. And that's weekly schedule. And of course there's more stuff in the menu. And there's a little exclamation mark. Let's see what's going on. Unable to load help content. And interestingly, the battery is not charged for some reason. So I guess it's gonna take a while to recharge the battery, because right now it's pretty empty. Okay, so again, I'm gonna come back and update the video once, you know, everything's ready to go. Okay, so this is the Roomba 985 versus 3 of our cats. Okay. And this is the first time they've ever seen this machine over here upstairs, because previously it has just been used downstairs with the other cats. Okay, so we'll see how their reaction is. Hello everyone, so this will be the conclusion of the iRobot Roomba 985 unboxing. So I've had the iRobot for about a week now, and I can happily say that while this is not a complete replacement for your day-to-day vacuum, this has definitely helped reduce the pet hair, the amount of pet hair we have in our house significantly. So now when I vacuum, there's not much pet hair gets picked up by the vacuum, by my actual vacuum machine, while all the hairs has been picked up by the Roomba. And basically this is the of course the dustbin, and all the hair, I think I just cleaned out the bin, but yep, this is from today's vacuum, and there's little hair, but the first couple days there was a lot of hair being picked up, and now it has got to a point that it's very manageable, that I only have to replace the bin or clean the bin every 2 to 3 days, and I clean every day. So I would have to say I'm very satisfied with the performance of the 985, and the cool thing is it also draws a room map after its completion that tells you where it actually cleaned the area. Also, if you sign up for their beta, program in the iRobot app, it also tests your Wi-Fi signal around the room, which is pretty cool. But nonetheless, the Wi-Fi signal, like for my house, it always showed all green, so I wouldn't be able to tell you the accuracy of the Wi-Fi signal test included in the app. And also, one thing I want to say is, I had problem with the app on my phone displaying that keeps saying the iRobot is charging. It never said fully charged during the 5 days I've owned the vacuum machine. And I actually emailed the customer support, and they confirmed that it's actually a bug within the app itself that keeps saying the machine is not charged. But they asked me to test to see if the machine was actually fully charged by pressing the power button. So I did press the power button once, and as you can see, if you have the same problem with the app saying charging and not charged, just test it on the Roomba itself, and when you press the clean button, the green light should light up like that. It's not very bright, but that's the actual indicator light. If it's not charged, it will be flashing, I think. And if the battery is super low, it'll be flashing red. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And I actually returned my first purchase. I thought it was something wrong with the iRobot itself, but it's not. I actually had the second pair, which had the exact same problem within the app that keeps saying it's charging, never fully charged. And the customer rep told me that this problem will be fixed in the upcoming app update for the Roomba. And so in conclusion, I'm very, very happy with the purchase. I would have to say, if you are looking to reduce the amount of pet hair you have in your house, like us, like I have 7 cats, so we have a lot of hair going around on the floor every day. So this definitely helps.
But of course you can't, you still need to do your regular everyday vacuuming because if your cat, you know, uses a litter box, the Roomba is not very good at picking up the litters. It still leaves a lot of litters behind, but it's very good at picking up the hairs. So any kind of hair, it's no problem. Also, I think the Roomba works best on a hardwood floor. If you have carpets, it still works, but I think it's gonna fill the dustbin like fairly quickly, especially on the carpet. It also have the option to boost, you know, the vacuuming power on the carpet. I never used it. I just used the regular vacuuming, you know, on the hardwood floor and some of my carpeting in the area. It works fine. I mean, granted, I keep vacuuming my, you know, carpets using a regular vacuum machine, which I think is the best bet. So if you have carpeted floors and it's fairly large area, I would have to say definitely invest in a good quality upright vacuum machine. Those machines are best at vacuuming the carpets. And so if you have hardwood floors, great addition. Any questions you have about the iRobot Roomba, model number 985 or 980, feel free to ask me in the comments section. Otherwise, thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit like or subscribe, and I'll put out more product review videos like this. So again, thank you so much, and take care.